Sit in the lab and show me something. Keep it soft and tell nobody in your city. Smoke exotics, spin it slow, yeah. And you know what I want, yeah. Hey Rosettes, this is YunnieRose and welcome biggity back to my channel. I got a few nails missing, but it is what it is. I was having too much fun in Miami. So today we are getting ready to go to my birthday dinner in Miami. We are headed to Poppy Steak, and y'all, when I say Poppy Steak was a 100 out of 10, like if you're in Miami, you must go. So the first thing we're going to start off with is our hair. We're going to be putting on a glueless wig. So what I'm doing right now is just braiding my hair back. My hair is kind of fine, so it's just easy for me to just braid it and clip it in the back. It lays flat. But of course, if you have thicker hair, braid your hair down, sis, or just really slick it down. So right now I'm putting on a wig cap, and we are just going to color that some because it is a glueless wig. But when in Miami it's hot and you sweaty and you gotta, you don't ever know what you're gonna get into. So you gotta make sure your wig is secure. I'm definitely not wearing this glueless, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So right now I am just adding some Gots to Be gel, and y'all, I don't know why. I mean, I know why we moved on to bigger and better things, but y'all know the Gots to Be gel, like the orange gel, used to hit, and it still do. Like, I forgot how good it used to be. I just put on one layer and allowed it to get like maybe 80% dry until it was really tacky, and then I'm just pressing the wig down. And this wig, the lace was so thin that it just melted into that gel so perfectly. Like, it looked so good. I was so impressed. Like, look at the blend and look at the stick. Like, what? Y'all, if you're a beginner, if you are a beginner, I would definitely recommend, of course, using spray, because I feel like spray is easier nowadays, but using like one layer of that Gots to Be gel is literally the quickest and easiest thing I've noticed, because even with the spray, you gotta use the elastic band, you gotta blow dry it, you gotta do all the things. And I noticed on this trip, literally all I did was take my finger and put one thin layer of the gel, and while I was doing other stuff, I let it get tacky, and I was able to just press my wig down. I didn't have to use an elastic band, I didn't have to use a blow dryer, I didn't have to do anything, and it lasted me all night. So if you're just looking for something that's gonna last you, I would say maybe a day. It depends. I'm not a sweater, so I don't have to worry about sweating like the glue off or anything like that, but trust me, it will last and it will stick and it will do the things. And of course, if you want extra security, you can add like a deeper you can add like another layer, or you can blow dry it or use your elastic band. But y'all know me, I like to give the easiest, simplest tricks whatsoever. And y'all, I was using my friend Presley hot comb. Presley, if you watching this, girl, what was this hot comb? Because y'all, this was the hottest electric hot comb I ever used in my life. Like, it was bomb.com. Okay, all right, y'all, so now we're gonna go ahead and do some wand curls. Y'all, I've been loving wand curls lately. I mean, I always kind of love wand curls, but I normally use the bigger barrel, like the 1-inch barrel. But lately I've been loving this spiral barrel, like the one that's like fatter at the top and it gets skinny at the end. Y'all, I normally don't use this barrel, but y'all, it is the best one, like to get those juicy, like kind of pin curl vibes. Definitely, if you have this barrel, do what you need to do. And as you can see, what I did was comb the curl out and then tease it a little bit, and you guys will see, like, towards the end, the curls came out perfect. Like, I was so impressed, because I don't know, I ain't never did the comb it out and tease it. I just saw somebody do it on TikTok, and the girlies on TikTok be slaying the curls and the hair and the wig. So I thought, why not join the crew? Okay, because I'm loving the crew. But
Yeah, so I don't know what that does. It just makes the curl more fluffy and more bouncy, and it just makes it a fuller curl, especially with like hair like this. This hair isn't like the fullest, but it's also not really thin, but it holds a curl perfectly. Like the curls lasted me all night. When they kind of dropped a little bit, they just looked so beautiful. So as you can see, I am just curling away. And make sure when you curl, if you're trying to get that perfect like beachy type of curls, make sure you are curling your hair away from your face. And I'm real particular about how the front lays, so I make sure that I hold my wand like upside down when I'm doing the front of my head, and I just let the curl fall. And make sure you hold the curl for about 10 seconds to let it cool off. So now we are on to the makeup. I am just prepping and priming my skin. I will leave all the products down below for your shopping pleasures. Okay, so check the description box for all the products that I'm using. So I like to properly prep my skin. I have pretty much normal skin, but it is leaning more towards dry skin. But even when I do makeup on other people, even if they have oily skin, I use hydrating primer. So if you've never used hydrating primer, make sure you get into it. For lashes, I'm using the Falsera lash system. Y'all, I've been loving this, but I do want to try another brand because I heard that it's better glue out there, and I've heard that it's better lashes out there. But this is just what I've tried. This is what I've been doing lately, and it just looks bomb.com. So if you have any recommendations on like lash extensions, like a better brand or better glue or better techniques, then definitely let me know. This has just been what's working for me, and as you can see, so cute. Like, it just looks so bomb. So right now I am sealing them up. So you use the bonder and you put that on your natural lashes, and then you just stick the lashes on, and then you use the sealer to kind of, seal the deal. Okay, sign, seal, deliver. So right now I'm doing my brows first. I don't know what it is about having my lashes done, but when I have my lashes done, I like to do my brows first. When I don't have my lashes done, I do my brows last. Don't ask me why. It is just the name of the game. Okay, you just do what you need to do and you make it work for yourself. So right now I'm doing my brows. So I do like to set my brows. I don't think I showed that step, but I like to put a little powder down whenever I do my brows first, because you don't want to do your brows on bare skin, because they won't last. They will fade. Okay, and you do not want faded brows. That's not what you want, sis. You want your brows to be on to the crack of dawn all night doing what they got to do. So make sure you put a little setting powder on your brows so that the pencil is going on something dry and not something like creamy or smooth or oily, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna underpaint. I've been loving to underpaint lately. It's been doing the job. It looks flawless every time. So if you're not a fan, or if you just don't know, underpainting is when you do your highlights and your contour under your foundation, and it just gives you a seamless, flawless look every single time, and it just looks so natural and so flawless. So right now I am using the Hourglass concealer in the shade Flax, and y'all, this concealer, in my opinion, I haven't tried a lot of concealers like some people, but I've been a professional makeup artist. I done tried a few concealers in the game, and I will say this is the best concealer on the market. Another concealer I love is the Pat McGrath concealer. That's bomb. So if you haven't tried those two, then definitely try them. So the contour that I'm using is the Hourglass foundation stick. This is not a contour stick, it is a foundation stick, and I use the shade Chestnut, and I am just putting this on all the places I personally like to contour. So I like to contour under my cheekbones. Like, I don't contour right under my chin. I contour on the sides of my chin just to make my chin look longer. You know how girls get chin fillers? Just do this, sis. Okay, you ain't gotta get no fillers, just contour right. So right now, as you can see, I am putting my foundation on top of all of this contour and highlight. So make sure you trust the process. And I like to use a stippling brush with this process. I prefer a stippling brush with this process. I do not recommend you using a beauty blender or any dense brush when doing underpainting, because the goal is for you to lightly apply foundation on top just to blend everything in. You don't want the foundation to be so full coverage, or you don't want so much foundation that you're covering up everything and you don't see the contour and highlight underneath. So make sure you're using a light brush. Like I said, I prefer a stippling brush. So I'm just putting a little bit of contour on my lids, y'all. I just haven't been a fan of eyeshadow in a minute, so I just use bronzer. So right now I am setting under my eye. I will say, y'all, my top 2 favorite powders recently are the Fit Me powder by Maybelline, Laura Mercier and Honey, and of course One Size. I haven't really used One Size. I've tried it, but lately the 2 powders that I love is Laura Mercier and Fit Me. And right now I am just setting that contour. And as you can see, like, that's literally what I do in real life. This is real time. I brush over the contour, so I don't have to use a lot of powders. And since I don't have to use a lot of powders, that's what makes your makeup look so flawless and natural and seamless and just so skin-like. So right now I am just adding on a lot of blush because blush is the first thing that goes away. So I like to add a lot of it, and my favorite blushes are Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath, blush me please. Like, they're so pigmented and so long lasting, and they just look so beautiful. I love them. The lip combo I am using is my favorite lip liner of all time. It is Makeup Forever Limitless Brown, and then I am using my Tweety lipstick from MAC. Y'all, on an everyday basis, I just love those two. That lip liner and that lipstick is bomb. And for gloss, I use the Divine Rose lip gloss from Pat McGrath. So I love Pat McGrath's lip glosses. I love her blushes, and I love the concealer. So let's go ahead and get into details. We got our perfume, our bag, our watch, and our earrings. I will leave everything linked down below. So this watch is the Crystal 28, if I'm not mistaken, from JBW Watches. And then these earrings are from Amazon. They are the Balenciaga dupes, because who is really spending $1,500 on some little eardrops? Some gold teardrops, raindrops, okay? Drop top. Not doing it. So yeah, I will leave the link to these on Amazon down below. So right now I already put on my dress. This dress is the L'Oreal dress from House of CB. Y'all, fire, bomb. So as you can see, I let the curls set while I, put on my accessories and things like that. And then I'm brushing them out. I like to use a hard brush. I'm using a little bit of hairspray. I love the Tresemme hairspray, but y'all, get you a hard brush. I know you guys love the paddle brushes. Why am I clapping? But get you a hard brush, okay? Get you a hard brush. Paddle brushes are cute. They do what they need to do. They detangle and all the things. But I noticed using a hard brush, especially if you're like a curls girl like me, it just allows you to smooth out your curls, and it makes them look so good. So right now I'm just checking myself out because, oh my mama, I look good. I look fly, okay? Touch my swag, okay? Wish you could. I look fly. What? I look good. So right now we are finishing up with the vibes. So this, y'all, is my all-time favorite perfume, and I'm so mad because they discontinued it. Like, I could literally cry, y'all. This was like, this perfume was made for me, and now they want to discontinue it. So it is what it is. So whenever I'm wearing anything arms out, boobs out, chest out, I like to use some type of oil. And my favorite 2 oils are the ones from Dermalogica. So this is the one I'm using now. So this one from Dermalogica, y'all, this one from Dermalogica, the oil, I have backups of this. Like, it's so good. It is a little expensive, so use the Aveeno one if you don't want to purchase this one. So y'all, we was rushing, and the slower motion of my outfit got deleted. So here you guys can just see me in the mirror, and we are headed to South Beach, Miami, to go to Poppy Steak. So this is on the way. Y'all, the drinks were bomb, okay? Look at the food. Y'all, the food was bomb. So cheers to turning 30. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one.